Hey, good morning, everybody. It is March 11, and it is time to roll. Relatively simple week this week. A couple things coming up, but let's just kind of get rolling here. Number one, quarter four begins, so everybody has a fresh start in their grades. Grade book starts all brand new and fresh today, so that's pretty cool. And we are in our final quarter of the year. Can you believe that? Wow. Pretty remarkable, actually. Speaking of which, this right here, end of year details, is loaded onto the site. I am going through these. I got to double check all these dates, but I did triple check, because I did double check all these dates for things coming up. So this is a site that we load right about now, actually. And so, but you'll see here it says this page will be updated from time to time, so check back often. So I go in, I update things as things change and move along. I update this site. So end of year details, there it is. Spring sports photos. So if you go to athletics, and then you go down here, if you scroll down, these are emails that when you take pictures at a track and field event, soccer, baseball, golf, we would love for you to submit those. This is our yearbook link. And so we're trying to capture as many spring photos as possible, because about mid-April is when we shut down the yearbook, because we have to submit it about a month before we want it, and so on and so forth. So anyway, we just have a small window there. So anyway, if you see these email links and you want to send photos in that you take, mom, dad, grandma, grandpa, whatever, aunt, uncle, when you take video or pictures, please submit them here for our yearbook. That would be super duper helpful for us. Team photos are coming up soon, so I'm not super worried about the official photos of the team. These are more action shots. So anyway, this past Friday we had a speech meet here. We hosted it. I don't know, there was 100 kids here probably, it's my guess. Thank you to Mrs. Deegan, 8th grade Wyatt Smith's mom, and Mrs. Naylor for organizing that. I mean, just the unbelievable effort that took to make it go so well, so smooth. Our kids did great. We got some ribbons. Just so proud of that evening. So we were here till, I don't know, 9:30 at night, just kind of cleaning up and stuff. But it was a great event, super fun. Two more events on the calendar. The Carter, let me put this up here. So special event, great alumnus Carter Viss. Pretty remarkable story. So I taught him in middle school, along with I taught his two brothers as well. This is the brother-in-law to Mrs. Viss, who is in our preschool. So Carter, on Thanksgiving Day in 2019, while snorkeling on the Breakers Reef, so he went to college down in Florida. He was hit by a large boat, and he lost his right arm. Both his legs were severely lacerated, and his left wrist was broken. I mean, it was scary. But he's a remarkable piano player. I mean, remarkable. In fact, his mom is a piano teacher and was actually my children's piano teacher for many years. Just a forever DC family, just super special. So highly suggest that you come to this March 21st event. So anyway, 21st in the pack. So anyway, it'll be an amazing story. And then I think his mom is going to share her side of the stories too as well. So anyway, it's pretty remarkable. And then speaking of calendar, the auction's coming up this weekend, this Saturday. Super excited about that. Pull this up here. So yeah, Saturday, March 16. Again, this coming weekend, it's going to be awesome. I can't wait. It's always a hit. It's going to be a blast. And then finally, the last calendar thing is, you'll notice here, I am out of the office Wednesday through Friday. I'm the president of the National Alumni Association for my university, and we have meetings, and so I go to those twice a year out in Michigan. So anyway, that's that. Eligibility won't start for a few weeks. We're going to start after spring break. It takes time to get enough grades in there to make it fair. That doesn't mean we won't have the grade guardian elective as needed, but in terms of sports eligibility, that will not occur until after spring break, which is just a few weeks from now. So anyway, a couple weeks from now. Okay, I think that is about it for me. I think that's about it. So I'm going to go to church. Okay, let me pull up my notes here. So we went into Galatians 3:10 through 14. Galatians 3:10 through 14. So he started his sermon off with a question that a kid asked some time ago. Why did Jesus have to die by crucifixion and not just some easier way, like take a potion and then pass away that way? Because crucifixion is such a brutal way to die. There's shaming as a part of that. And anyone that was kind of put to death in this way felt totally abandoned by God. And so our sins against God, so the choices that we make, the words that we use, how we treat others, those sins, using God's name in vain, right? Those types of things. Those should lead us to have to be on the cross. I mean, it sounds brutal, but that they should, right? I mean, our sins against God should lead us to that. But we're not. Jesus was nailed to the cross for us. The choices that we make, the words that we use, how we treat others, the words that we write in the bathroom walls that are inappropriate, right? I'm just kind of using real world examples here that are meaningful to our middle school. Whether we include someone in our game at recess or not, all these things, they should condemn us to the cross. And they don't. Again, they don't. Jesus died for us. Jesus was crucified for us. This horrible death, where you basically just suffocate is basically what happens, because you can't get a breath. So that's the beautiful part of this time of year, is that the choices that we make, it's like I said before, they should condemn us. And the truth is, because of Jesus dying on the cross, we are forgiven. We are not condemned. We are not shamed by God. We are forgiven. So it's a beautiful lesson to remember. Anyway. All right. Love y'all. We'll see you in the halls. Take care.